Hiya fam, welcome back. Hope you guys are having a great day. I'm Joe.
I'm Dan.
And we're back with another reaction. It's more Vikings. Which one, Dan?
This is Season 3, Episode 5, The Usurper.
Previously, we lost Siggy.
Yes.
We lost Siggy, and the rest of the episode was just funny and goofy.
Quinfrith killed her brother, everybody threw out their drinks, and yeah, that's it.
And the Wanderer wandered off.
Yes.
Well, let's see where they go from here. Skull fam.
Skull. Oh, they're all coming back, huh?
Okay, I'm not going to leave anybody back to protect the land.
It is Echbert's responsibility now.
Tell me about Paris.
Again?
Please.
It's like a little kid.
I only went there once.
Continue.
It was amazing. It has these huge walls, and inside the walls are these buildings made of marble and stone. But what I remember more is the beautiful women. I almost questioned my vows of celibacy.
Oh.
Sure you did.
Yeah, but at Echbert's house, you went past that.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Ragnar. And that priest. Look at them. Huddled together. It sickens me.
That's from you biting your nails.
Why do you hate Athelstan so much? He does nothing to you.
Doran,
What is it, Björn?
are you thirsty?
I'm not thirsty or hungry or really alive.
She looks sickly.
She's the definition of broken right now.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you hoping to see?
Thorsten.
Oh no.
Torsten is in Valhalla.
Well, they took that pretty well, actually.
Well, they did, but I kind of feel bad for both of them. I don't blame them for wanting to see the father of their children.
Yeah.
Where are my sons?
Siggy!
Rollo!
Where is Siggy? I cannot find her.
Siggy is dead. Uber and Fitzurk fell through the ice into a frozen lake. Siggy saved their lives, but she drowned.
Damn it, that sucks for Roma.
This is my fault.
No, it's not.
I did not treat her well.
She died because she was a good woman doing her job.
She was brave. You should be proud of her.
Why was Siggy taking care of our children?
We three women took it in turn to care for all our children.
See, I find that funny. Considering that Siggy's children are dead.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
A bit conspicuous, huh?
Thorin.
No, don't come near. How can I help? How can you help me with this?
You could just be there for her through it all.
Yeah.
Give him another drink! He hasn't drowned his sorrows yet! What did you say? I lost one of my sons fighting for the Christians. What is so special about you?
Damn.
Now if you're Ragnar the Frog!
Get him, Bjorn.
Stop! Don't be stupid!
What? You're not your nephew?
Yeah, Brandon's not going to take that.
Nope.
There you go. Get him in the body.
All right. Wait, what are we doing? Are we rooting for one or the other? Just a coping mechanism for him, really.
He just wants to feel anything.
I think he wants to feel anything but what he's feeling.
Yeah. Give him some rest.
I hate that, man. It's no way to come home to learn that somebody you loved died, but they died nobly.
Yeah? So you should be proud of her.
Why did you leave Siggy to look after my son?
He's not letting it go.
No, he's not.
Why did the boys walk over a frozen lake?
Yeah, they really shouldn't have gotten that far.
Don't you want to have sex?
What is it? You had so much sex in England, you don't need it.
God.
I think maybe you had so much here that you don't need it.
Something happened here when we were away. Something happened that led to the death of Siggy.
Why is everybody suspicious about her death? People die all the time.
A wanderer came here. We had all dreamed of him. He said his name was Harbard.
His name was Harbard.
Yes.
You know that name?
And what else did he do?
He did Ashlug.
Yes.
He seduced Aslog. It was because of him that she was not looking after the children.
Don't tell Ragnar's confidant that.
Harbard is a god, and such a visit must always be celebrated.
I don't want to tell Ragnar. It is not my business to tell Ragnar.
No, who the hell would want to tell Ragnar?
So good news and bad news. The bad news is your wife slept with another man. The good news is the other
was a
man was
god.
no god.
Lingstad, there is some news. Your properties, your lands, your earldom, all have been usurped.
Mm-hmm.
You have been removed from power. Forgive me, I'm only the
Who
messenger.
has done this? Who has usurped me?
Calf.
Yep.
It's impossible.
Calf has made himself the new Earl of Hedeby.
I supported you in Wessex. Now you must support me.
That she wasted no time there, okay?
You came to Wessex of your own volition. If there's a civil war, many of our own people will die.
Excuse me?
Is your earldom really that important to you?
Yes,
Why?
because it is rightfully mine.
Was your earldom that important to you?
Yes. She helped you, Ragnar. You gotta help her.
Yeah. Otherwise, why should she ever help you again?
We shall go and talk to him.
Just talk? I was thinking a little more action.
No, I'm not liking that path Ragnar's on there. People came to your aid, you need to come to theirs.
Who's Harbard?
Nope. Cat's out of the bag.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about who he was to your son,
Who was he to you?
the son you leave behind.
You mean the son who can't walk and can't fight and shouldn't be on the battlefield with me?
He took away Ivar's pain. Look how peaceful he is. He's sleeping. He never slept before.
At what cost? 2 children are dead, and so is Siggy.
Mm-hmm. It's a pretty high cost.
Yeah.
Was he good? This Harbard.
He was a nice man, yeah.
Sure. He was the best.
Yes, he was a good man.
This is not the home welcome I was expecting.
Would you expect a big fight?
Expected everybody to just get it on and be happy in each other's
Oh.
What's the matter with you, Judith? Do you want me to call the physician monk?
There is nothing he can do for my condition.
What condition? Answer me!
I'm with child.
Well, that's impossible. We have not slept together as man and wife since our son was born.
Yeah.
Whose child is it? Oh, God! Hey!
Oh, I see. He is a powder keg.
This is like a more reasonable reaction to what his wife did compared to Ragnar's.
Yeah.
One of the farms of the Northmen was attacked and burnt down. Some people died.
I want someone to go out to the settlement and bring these disputes to an end. But you have just returned.
I'll go.
Anything to get away from the wife.
He's an angry boy right now.
Hopefully you don't take it out on the Northmen.
What does a king require from a simple seer?
There's a city called Paris.
For goodness sake.
He is obsessed now.
Yeah, I know.
Tell me if I will conquer Paris.
I can see that not the living, but the dead will conquer Paris.
The dead will conquer Paris. Here comes a plague.
That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And I also see the bear will be crowned by a princess, which does not bode too well for you, King Ragnar.
What?
Interesting.
I've made up my mind. We shall attack Paris.
What is Paris?
Paris is a city in the country of Francia. Next.
It was like, where?
This is something that our people have never attempted or dreamt of before. Athelstan. Come.
Well, that's right. Athelstan's been there. But only once, Ragnar.
Yes.
Can't help you.
About your promise
What promise?
to speak to the usurper.
Oh, we're going to do that right now. Okay.
That didn't take long.
You have usurped my rights and my lands. I expect you to hand both land and title back.
Perhaps we might discuss these matters privately.
Sounds like an odd conversation, but okay.
Come the spring, I'll be invading a country called Francia. And I would like to invite you to join me on this expedition.
Ragnar?
And if I refuse, you will lose everything, even my earldom.
You mean my earldom?
Who invited you to this meeting?
That is between you and my ex-wife. And good luck with that.
A lot of help you are.
You suck, Ragnar.
I know. You must hate me.
You betrayed me. And the fact is, you planned to betray me. And you must have planned it for a long time.
A year, yeah.
At least, yeah.
Despite the fact that I desired you.
You desired me.
He still does.
I never stopped desiring you.
What am I supposed to do with that knowledge?
What do you want to do?
Kill you and take back my earldom.
Yes, absolutely. I'm done with this guy.
Yeah.
I don't like him much anyway.
Why am I still so angry? You tell me, wise one. It is because I am useless, feckless. Nothing good can ever come of my life now.
Are you laughing at him?
If you truly knew what the gods have in store for you, you would go down now and dance naked on the beach. The bear will marry a princess. You will be present at the ceremony.
Are you the bear?
He looks like a bear. He is pretty hairy.
Okay. Oh.
Kill the pagans.
Oh.
What? That's not what you were sent for.
What the hell? You're not serious, Aethelwulf.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Oh, no.
Oh, they killed the girl.
Jesus.
So much for Echbert's protection.
This ain't gonna end well.
They have no defenses. There's nobody there that can fight.
They took everybody back that could fight.
Yeah.
Oh my god. You can't be serious. Come on.
Here they are. Run, kid.
Yeah, this is freaking horrible. What a real freaking hero you are, Aethelwulf.
He's not a hero anymore.
Where's he gonna go?
Oh. Jesus. They had no pity on those people.
It's just a freaking child. Women and children, mostly.
Yeah, they were no threat.
Just farmers.
It was all for our Lord.
No, you did not. Just light a cross on fire.
Yeah, they did.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be your name.
Maybe it meant something different back in the day. Doesn't matter.
Nope.
That's messed up.
Yeah, it is.
The whole thing.
Your father won't fight for my honor. I cannot stay here.
I know you want to go to Paris. I have dreamed of the three of us going together.
Dreams aren't reality.
Yeah.
Do you understand you are not leaving?
You're a man now, Bjorn. Act like one.
Quit being a mama's boy.
Yeah. She wants her power back, and I don't blame her.
Mm-hmm.
She killed for it, so...
Yeah, she did.
There are things you do not know about this Harbard and your wife. Helga told me everything.
Oh, I'm sure he knows.
Harbard would take Auslug away from her children, and they would sneak into the fish huts and...
Yeah, thank you, Floki. I think we
get it, yeah.
Helga said she smelled like fish.
Even Ragnar thinks it's kind of funny.
Harbard is another name for Odin. It was Odin who slept with his wife. The god Odin who came to Kattegat.
You know, your reaction to that is interesting, Ragnar, actually. Considering that you were brought up to believe you were Odin's son.
Yeah.
You took it upon yourselves to violate a treaty that I had signed in good faith!
Yeah, heads are gonna roll.
Oh, yes. Many heads.
God knows what the Northmen will make of these terrible events. My word as King of Wessex will mean nothing to them!
Yeah, what the hell were you thinking, idiots?
Arrest this man! This man! Arrest him also. Wait, sire! For I showed him nothing but love. And this treachery is my reward.
Exactly.
Out of my sight!
Alright, I think you're putting on the acting a little too much, but...
You think he will escape so lightly?
Notice he's only attacking the nobles, not his son.
The son will probably get a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, you know it.
Thank you, my son.
You gotta be shitting me.
How could we ever have allowed these Northmen to establish themselves here?
Holy shit. Echbert.
He did say he was corrupt.
We have now caught out all of those nobles who question my rule, and we have reason now to rid ourselves of them permanently.
That's an interesting move. I didn't see that opportunity coming.
You're still going to answer to Ragnar at some point.
Even Charlemagne would have approved.
Echbert, what have you done?
Set in motion terrible things.
I gotta say, I didn't think he had that in him, Echbert there. And I guess I should have seen the writing on the wall a little bit, especially after that blood harvest bit.
He looked very uncomfortable with the whole thing, so you had to know something was going through his mind.
Yeah, I didn't think you were gonna just straight up, massacre an entire village of people.
You would expect, maybe he goes out and he hires some, vagabonds or something to go out and do it. He had his own men do it, and then tried to blame them for treason.
But I have a problem with this, because Ragnar and his men helped you put your puppet on the Mercian throne, And they gave their lives doing it.
Yeah.
And they gave a lot of blood doing it, and you went and did this.
You offered your protection, and then it was your own men that were out there doing the killing. So even if you try to blame it on the nobles, I can't see them accepting that as an answer. Especially Floki, because Floki never liked you guys in the first place. And now you're just giving him all the ammunition he needs to say, we can't make peace with these Christians.
No, you're giving all of them the ammunition for that matter.
Yeah.
Is this where that great heathen army comes into play?
No, that's later.
Oh, okay. Because I'm sitting here like, what more of an excuse would they need to come in and wipe you guys off the face of the earth?
And we know they can do it. They're better fighters than you. If Ragnar can muster up the forces, yeah, you guys are going to be in for some bad times ahead.
Certainly. They don't have to attack your castles. They can just kill all the farmers, everything around you, stop the flow of food, and starve you out.
Pretty much. Just pillage the land, and your country's worthless.
Exactly. So they have options, and they have the equipment. By that I mean the ships to get them anywhere in England they need to go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, got me a little scared for them. That I don't know that was really a good move, even if it was a politically convenient one. Because wow, did you get rid of a problem with that one too?
Yeah, I mean,
and by that I mean the nobles that were questioning him.
Right. It's not just the nobles too, because you have to imagine his whole population's looking at the presence of these pagans and saying, why are we abiding by a bunch of non-Christians? It does do a lot to secure his rule on the throne. It does do a lot to assuage people's fears about, living in Wessex. But it's a dangerous situation because, like we said, the Vikings are not just going to ignore that.
No. For them, this was a deal done in good faith. It's like, okay, well, yes, we did come to your shores and pillage at first, but you made a deal with us.
Yeah.
And we lived up to it. If nothing else, the Vikings were true to their word, and Echbert was not. But then again, would Ragnar have done the same? I wonder.
I don't know.
Let's compare the two here in this situation, right? Look at what Echbert's just done to that village after having made a deal with Ragnar to do such and such, and in exchange they get the land, right? Lagertha now has lost her land. She's lost her earldom. When she had it, she came to Ragnar's aid, helped him kick out Jarl Borg so that they could retake Kattegat. And she also took her forces with him to England when they needed people and ships.
But he's not extending her the same courtesy.
Exactly. So the two are very similar in nature here. They're kind of going back on each other here.
In a way,
it's different, but it's kind of the same. They were both willing to go to different extremes, I would say. I don't know if that's an extreme, but not helping those that need your help when they helped you,
right,
is pretty extreme.
And it reminds me of that conversation they had in the last episode, like, are you a good king? Yes. Are you a corrupt person?
Oh, yes.
It kind of goes hand in hand in the sense that they're looking at the greater good. For Echbert, the Vikings are a problem, but as a Christian king, he has certain obligations to his people and to Christendom and whatnot. Same for Ragnar, Yes, he should be helping out Lagertha, but at the same time, he has bigger goals and ambitions, and a petty squabble with another earl doesn't help him with those goals.
I see your point, but here's my problem there. And I don't know if this is going to be a problem going forward, because for all I know, Lagertha's still going to go to Paris with them. If you're not willing to help people retain the power that helped you retain yours, why should you count on them for anything?
And that's fair.
I know it's a petty squabble. Ragnar, when you came home, your power was gone.
Yeah.
Same thing just happened to Lagertha.
I think a lot of it is in the way that things went down. Because Jarl Borg came in with an army, he killed the people protecting Kattegat and took it over by force. Calf made some schemes and took power fairly bloodlessly.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
And at the same time, we know Lagertha, she's a very strong woman. He kind of made the point, you're going to have to take that up with her as far as who gets control over Hedeby, because, she's not going to go down without a fight. I guess in a way, he's counting on Lagertha to deal with her own problems. He trusts her to deal with her own problems. I understand your point. I agree with you. I think it's kind of foolish, not to support your ex-wife, but at the same time, it is more of a personal issue for her. It's not so much, as a king, do I really care about a little territorial squabble? Not really.
Okay, I mean, that makes sense when you put it that way. Calf did this without swinging any swords and killing people, you're right. Lagertha can probably make this strictly between him and her. And leave everybody else out of it. And probably save a lot of lives if she does it the right way, so... Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think he's trying to find the diplomatic approach, and his odd way of showing it, to avoid unnecessary bloodshed.
Whatever happens there, I guess we'll find out, right?
Yeah, but there's certainly some unresolved issues here. We don't know how Ragnar is responding to Aslog's little affair with Harbard. He seems oddly neutral about the whole thing.
You say that, but you've seen him like this before, where he's not really... You never really see his full emotions, how he's really feeling. You can tell there's anger here. I know there's anger and I know there's frustration with the whole thing. It's more so over the fact that his children almost died, I think.
Probably.
And wondering why... Well, he said it there. It's like, why weren't you watching our children? Why was somebody else doing that?
Yeah.
For Ragnar, I think that's more like, when I go off and do things for the community here, try to establish this, I need to be able to trust you with our children, kind of thing, and you prove to me that you're not trustworthy with our kids.
Maybe, yeah. I don't think he's too concerned about the affair itself. I think it's more a question of, your job is to look out for the future of our people, and you're not doing that.
I'm about to say, I didn't care about the affair myself when it came to him, because it's like, well, Ragnar, who are you to talk,
And
your whole marriage with her is an affair.
And then Floki's whole thing saying that, maybe he was Odin and, it was his way of blessing their society. Whether or not Ragnar buys that, I'm sure, it is Odin, then great. That's a boon for you. But
well, certainly. I mean, and we saw his reaction there. It's almost like him looking at Floki like, here you go again with your religious stuff, It's interesting because you've preached that you are a son of Odin here. You've even prayed directly to him. I've watched you do it in previous seasons. Kind of looking like it's not something you believe in much anymore.
You're looking a little more agnostic about it.
That's what I see.
Yeah, that could be some of that corruption at play. Like at this point, if you're a king and you can, pretty much handle your own business, you're probably less dependent on gods in your life.
Okay. That's a great way of putting that, actually. I get it, because it's like, maybe you feel like the pedestal you're standing on is pretty equal with them now. Where it's like, whatever, I don't care if they're walking around. I walk around too. I can walk into another earl's place and tell them, let's go talk, and I'll sit in their chair while doing it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it probably makes him feel just as high and mighty as them, so.
Yeah, probably. I mean, like I said, power corrupts. He's the most powerful man in Scandinavia at the moment, so there's also the issue of Judith and Aethelwulf now, because Judith is apparently pregnant with Athelstan's child. Aethelwulf did not take that well.
No, he took it out fully on the pagans there. Well, granted, he was acting on Dad's orders that we didn't know he gave him. He was going to find out eventually. You can't hide that forever.
No, but I mean, you could find a way to try to say that it was Aethelwulf's kid, but then, like you said, they hadn't done anything since the last kid was born, so it's kind of hard to make that excuse.
Right. That's why I was saying blame Echbert. No, that's not a good idea to go around blaming royalty for things not being able to prove it.
But at the same time, Echbert knew what was going on. It's not like he did anything to dissuade you.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting dichotomy there.
It's like, how do you go to your son and be like, yeah, don't worry about it. I know what you did. It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's Athelstan.
What do you mean it's cool? It was my wife. Like, yeah, but Athelstan's a good guy, man.
Yeah, just lives in a van down by the river during the summer. During the winter, all the hippies go off.
Oh, God.
Back to Scandinavia to go in winter.
Oh, no. And they kind of live like hippies, too.
A little bit. Athelstan's going down that road for sure. That's fine, whatever. Maybe she should seek asylum in Scandinavia.
Maybe. Although as a Christian, I don't know how welcome she'll be.
Athelstan did fine. I'm sure he could speak up for her. So.
Yeah, she's gonna have to change her ways quite a bit.
Yeah, it's a lot to do, huh?
Yeah, it's a lot of family drama there, but it looks like we got some war with Paris to look forward to.
Yeah, who wouldn't look forward to that?
Well, I imagine not the people in Paris.
No. We got some prophecies from the seer there. About something about bears and princesses, and Rollo's gonna be happy and Ragnar's not. So it's been the opposite way for some time, so maybe it's time for a change. We'll see what that means, though.
The winds of fortune are changing for them, I guess.
Only one way to find out.
Yep. Keep watching.
Keep watching. And keep watching we will, fam. But until then, as always, if you're brand new, be sure to subscribe and help us grow. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like and hit the bells to receive notifications every time we drop a new one. And should you feel like giving us a piece of your mind, do so in the comments, guys. While you're at it, take a look at us on our socials. We're on Instagram and TikTok. See what we're up to over there, guys. But until next time, this is Cocktail Flicks. I'm Joe.
I'm Dan.
And we'll catch you on the flip side. Skull fam. Skull Dan.
Skull Joe.
Later, y'all.